In today's interest rate markets, let's take a look at the 10-year note futures as they're experiencing further upside today. We're seeing them now up for a fourth consecutive session and pushing up to the highest level in basically 2 weeks. When you look at the futures market, just shy of the 120 handle, 119.30 is where the futures market's currently trading. And I think some of the driving factors today, digestion of further data points, inflation data, PPI this time, maybe a little bit less than what was anticipated. The core was actually less than anticipated. The headline was right on the number, but there were some revisions to the previous month's data that were revised higher. So overall, though, I guess the market's really just focusing on the general trends, where we are seeing at least a month-over-month peak in those data points. And also, when you look at the rotation that's taking place, we're seeing this rotation, what appears to be out of the equity markets into the treasury markets here the last couple of days, as again, concerns about growth and concerns about geopolitical situations, and those factors, I think, are all having an influence now, and we are seeing a resetting of expectations in the interest rate environment, at least for the last couple of days we have been. And looking at the yields now, we are seeing the yields on all the instruments outside the 20-year, which is still holding above 3%. All the other yields on the other durations, and particularly the long end of the durations, when you look at the 10s and the 30s, are below the 3% level now. Currently, the 10-year is down 9 basis points today to 283 basis points. So again, coming down off of that 3% level, and now for a second day pushing back down towards the low end of the 280 range. 282 was the low print, so we're just about 1 basis point off the lows. But we're seeing strength across the treasury markets and those yields being pushed lower. And also an interesting dynamic today is the steepening of the yield curve, where we're looking at the 2s, the 3s, the 5s are rallying more so and pushing those yields lower than the back end of the curve. So again, shifting dynamic as far as economic activity and expectations moving forward, where we're seeing the treasury markets rallying sharply today, up for a fourth consecutive session. When you look at the 10-year, yield right around 283 basis points.